What's going on, tubers? Saturday afternoon, sitting in the card room. Dogs are laid out. This one's laid out because he's no longer a man. That's right. He got his nuts whacked off yesterday, so he's just chilling. But I thought we should do a little video of the book of football inserts. This is not all the football inserts I have, but they're like sets or starts of sets of old school football from the 90s and 2000s that I'm working on. So let's get rolling. Some old school love. I don't know what year this is. I want to say it's 1997. Scored the franchise, Drew Bledsoe. I think I got that like for like 50 cents off. Check on my cards or something like that as a throw in. That set came with it's an insert set, but there's a second variation of it where that embossing area here and here is covered with a glow in the dark. So that's like the true chase cards. So slowly gonna work on that. Here we got 1995 Absolute Pigskin Previews. These cards were all the shit back in 1995. They were case hits within Playoff Absolute. Upon day of release, my brother and I each bought a box. Really, the chase cards were the Absolute quads in it, which my brother pulled the running back quad of Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, Marshall Faulk, and Eric Rhett, which is unbelievable. I pulled the wide receivers. But that lucky fucker also pulled that guy, which was like the card to get. But there are, I think, 15 in this set, and I'm missing one. That hole right there, which is Deion Sanders. There's 3 up here. This is an incredibly tough set to try to put together. Pinnacle Express, Divide and Conquer, and this is the limited variant version of it. So the surface is embossed and got a special texture on it. Got Aikman, Elway, and I've had the Rice forever. And these were all serial numbered to 500. You hardly ever see them, and they go for relatively like large money. Like to buy the Elway, I want to say, be like $40-50, which for an oddball set of brand of Pinnacle Express. That's pretty damn good value. These right here are promo variations, so they're not as valuable in the set, but slowly putting together. Here we go back to 1993 Fleer, some of the first real insert sets that were going. Fleer Ultra. Back then, Fleer Ultra was the premium, like the best card you could get. The photographs all had, or the base cards all had, quote unquote, glossy photos. And were really high-end cards. This is the Touchdown Kings insert set, which is complete because it's a 10-card set. Love it. Look, 1 of 10, 2 of 10, sorry for the glare, 3 of 10. And those I think were 1 per box inserts, but those are awesome. And then we got 93 Fleer Ultra All Rookie Team. Which out of here, it's fun to actually go back and look at this stuff to see who panned out, who didn't. Really, the only one who really did were Bledsoe and Bettis. But that set is complete. Here we got Intimidation Nation. That was a case hit for Skybox Premium in 1990. Let's see if I can see the year. I'm not gonna be able. I think 1996. I want to say. These also still go for big money. The baseball variations are actually serial numbered 100. Football is not. You're not really going to be able to see these cards. These are like proofs from Pacific, the insert set Cantbound Paramount, and they're numbered out of 20. So I have Jerry Rice. I also have a Barry Sanders later in the book, and then a couple other negative. Oh, there's the Barry. And then here's another Barry negative from Edge. Here we got, I want to say 1996 or 97, Skybox Impact Rave Reviews. These were case hits, so 1 per case. And these are relatively cheap now. They're just hard to find. You'll still have to pay $20-30 for the better players. Like I think Elway is like $20, something like that. But I'm only, I think, 1 card away from it. And I believe, yeah, it's Emmitt Smith that I need to get for that. Then here we have the infamous quads that I just referred to. That's the card my brother pulled. And these things are absolutely awesome. You look at the design for 1995. It's foil, but you got, you know, a pattern to the foil, so as you tilt it in the light, you know, it doesn't refract, but I mean, you get a really nice reflection off there. The colors are popping, and just an awesome set. I want to say it's like 50 cards in the set, so it was huge. They did like, I think, 12 cards that were combination of players, and then all the rest of the cards were full team cards. Like, so here's the back. It's all 4 random players until you get to the team cards. Here you got the Chargers, Sean Jefferson, Ronnie Harmon, Tony Martin, and Mark Say. But those are awesome. Then you got, I think this is 2000 contender quads. I'm a big fan of quads, the old quad series. These are great because they got the base colors of the teams combined with like a refractory material to them. I think these were like 1 or 2, every 1 or 2 boxes, something like that. Hard to get, hard to find because not a huge demand for them, and they're old, so you don't come across them very much. Then we got Ultimate Contender quads. So this insert set, there's a Contender quads, which is this exact same card, minus the word Ultimate right there. Refractory, and these are Ultimate because they're all serial numbered, and they all have a different serial number to them. So like that one there is out of 60. Here we got this Bears one out of 159. Then I got the Saints and Rams combined with the Cardinals and the 49ers. Like that one, I think that's the most limited one, 11 or 22. What up, Brett? Your boy Jake the Snake. Platinum quads from Playoff. Playoff was the big quadders. As you can see, I don't have many of those yet. Class Reunion quads. These are cool also because the colors really pop, and there's that type of foil treatment to it that, you know, has the light pop off of them. And we got 1996 Donruss Elite. These are the gold variations. So these are all numbered to 2000. Sorry for the glare. Slowly working on that. With all these sets that I try to put together, it's really hard to actually for me to stay focused and just bang through one set. Because if I went out to ComC, I could probably get all of those right now. But I just don't ever think about it. Here you have probably the lamest case hit insert set in the history of cards. 1996, I want to say, Playoff Prime Surprise. So these were case hits. And I say lamest because it's Emmitt Smith with a purple background and hardly nothing else. And then the back is Emmitt Smith with a different colored background and nothing else. No real foil treatment. Boring as hell. But they were 1 per case, and that is the complete set. Then we have the complete set of 1993 Upper Deck All Pros. So these were some of the first die-cut cards. It was a big deal. The Upper Deck really advertised on the SP boxes and the packs die-cut cards. So these were some of the very first die-cut cards. The baseball set came first, I believe, and then football was released later that year. But that is the complete set. For a long time, I was missing Emmitt Smith when I finally got him. 1997 Zenith Z-Team, and these are the mirror golds. See, some jackass pulled off the protective film on that Merino. But this set is not quite complete. I am missing 2 guys. It's Brett Favre and, I can't remember. It's a shitbag. Kind of a shitbag. But I almost have that set complete. These, I think, were 1 every 3 boxes. The golds were. But, you know, it's a mirror gold. It's basically like a refractor gold. And they're beautiful, absolutely beautiful cards from back then. 97 Ultra Stars. Very underrated set in my opinion. The cards look awesome. These were case hits also. Hard to find and still go for big money. But I think there's one seller on ComC that has 6 and he wants stupid money for them all. Maybe it's Dallas Cardboy or something like that. That's the guy that I see all the time. It has All the good cards on ComC and ridiculous fucking prices. 94 SP All Pro, or the Hollowview die cut All Pros. These I think were 1 in 72 packs. I think that was 1 in every 3 boxes, or 1 every other, maybe every other. The Hollowviews I think were 1 in every 4 packs. But these were like huge. I mean, the baseball set was absolutely monstrous, and still is pretty goddamn big. For you, if you get the red version. Football or a baseball only had reds. They had a blue version and a red. Football has a blue version, and then I think they're just all colored based on the team. I've got the complete regular set later in the book. But awesome Hollowviews. I mean, look at that hologram right there. That is just freaking sweet. Even though the the background picture there for Andre Rison really features the bus. Let's see if we can see what Thurman Thomas is. Try to get that. I can't get it. Hello for John Theory. Can't really see. Anyways, these were huge. I probably should have these in screw downs or hold ons, because I have almost all of the big name players already for that set. What up, Bradley Smith, or Brad Smith, a little Marino action. Those were hard to come by and hard to find. But slowly, eventually, we'll put that set together. Let's come across them. And this is the 1995 redesign of the set, which is not as cool. Here we got 1994 Fleer Ultra Stars. I'm missing one. Just can never seem to fucking find it. Have it come up on ComC, but all foil. I mean, I can go back to these. Sorry for the lighting. Back then, if you got a card like this that had foil over the entire surface of the card, that was massive. That was massive. I mean, and here, this set, Fleer Ultra, same year, different. I think one came out of like Hobby, one came out of Jumbo Packs. Touchdown Kings. I mean, just look at this card. You got, variations of the foil everywhere. You got the football. You got big action photos of the players. Awesome designs. Awesome designs. Here you got 1996 Zenith Z Team, which is boring as hell compared to the other Z teams. But these are thick acetate cards. I think these were 1 in every 2 boxes, every 3 boxes. I'm a big fan of holograms, or was. Very few people were, so their usage died out. But here you got 1994 Score Dream Team hologram set. I'm missing 1, I think 2. I think I'm missing 2, maybe just 1 players from that set, and they showed the rookie year of the player on the back of the cards. 1994 playoff absolute, or playoff contenders. The back-to-backs. This set was massive when it was released. To get, let's see, where's the? I guess it's. I thought I had the Joe Montana. I guess I don't. Anyways, this set was massive. You got 1 per box. There's like 60 in the set. It uses hollow foil on it. But those things are actually absolutely massive. I think there's a Joe Montana, Dan Marino, and at the time, it was worth like $300, which was huge. Probably the equivalent of about a $600 card today. Here we got Playoff Absolute Heroes, and this is a weird set. I never figured this set out. I probably should study it more. So you got these that are red, and there is a yellow variation where instead of, I thought I had one here, instead of the red foil, there's a yellow foil. And I don't know which one is the more rare. One of them is a rare one, one's the regular issue. Here you got one of the very first appearance of Upper Deck's electric rainbow foil printing on the 1992, I think, Pro Bowl, maybe 93. What is that? 1992. Here, got excited over this set simply because it's got rainbow foil through the middle. Not much, 2 pictures, but those are huge. Awesome cards. We'll eventually buy. I get that. I mean, I could complete that on ComC for like 12 bucks or something like that. Again, just never think about doing it. Here you got 1994 Upper Deck Pro Bowl set using the rainbow foil and more holographic of the old light tiltiness. But that is, I believe, the complete set of that. Here is my most underrated insert set of all time in terms of aesthetic beauty, taking Joe Montana out. This is 1994 Fleer Living Legends. These are metallic foil cards. It's a silver metallic. They're just absolutely stunning cards. And for 1994, for me to still love this card as much as I do, 1994, they're absolutely stone cold stunners. 6 cards in the set, so very easy to put together. They were 1 per box. But this set is just never got love. I mean, because there were only 6 and 1 per box, you can see what the values are. Going to be super cheap, but totally awesome. Then we go back to the 1994 Upper Deck SP Hollow Views. This is a complete set for that. 1993 Then and Now set from Upper Deck. And it's a hologram set with there's a header and a checklist card, but the rest were all. Come on, give you some hologram action. Holograms, Then and Now. So it's kind of like a passing the torch. You got Eric Dickerson, Jerome Bettis throughout the set. There's the Jerome finishing off. 1994, I want to say, Skybox. Thunder and Lightning. These cards were awesome. Thunder on one side, Lightning on the other. Here you have all the variations of holograms that Pro Set put out. So you got the 4 1993 Pro Set Upper Deck holograms, along with, this was like a case insert, a Pro Set Power hologram. Let's see where else we got. Another variation of the Pro Set Power. Then you got Skybox holograms of, sorry, this light absolutely sucks, Jim Kelly and Lawrence Taylor. And those were like case type hits. 1992 Upper Deck holograms. I don't know if this had an actual name to it, but totally awesome if you like that sort of thing. 1995 Finest Fan Favorites, where this is like a partial finest card. They didn't put like the back onto it, so you got kind of the refractor-ish stuff on the back of it. And then we'll end with one of the most fun insert sets of all time, Fanimation. Upper Deck had, God, I want to say, who was it, McFarlane or something like that, create superhero cards for 10, 9 or 9 players that were freaking awesome. And what made them even better is on the back you got like a superhero bio of each person, showing what their strengths and special powers are based on how they put them up here. You got like Junior Seau, 6'7", 285 pounds. Well, he wasn't that big, obviously. Special features: breakdown recovery system, retractable jet propulsion system, quarterback deception meter, and double team deflector pads. That's just fun shit. A couple of tandems, and then these were not insert sets, these were redemptions of the rookies of 1993 Skybox. And then I think I saw Everett had one of these guys, the rookie exchange from Upper Deck 1993 with the electrofoil on them. I evidently have 2 sets of them. So that's the book of football inserts. We got more football inserts coming, but I'm at 19 minutes, so that's it for this video.